Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a mid-monthly X returns reading for January 2020. If this does resonate with you, you can always get your personal reading by clicking in the link in the description box down below and filling out the app with that. We have a special going on 10-minute reading for $10 if you're interested. Negative or positive feedback doesn't matter to me. And like, comment, subscribe. Without further ado, let's begin. Let's do it 3 times. Shuffle it 3 times. If the last X returns reading did not resonate with you, perhaps maybe this one will. Alrighty, one more time. Let's figure out what the current situation is between you and your ex. Spread it out. What is the current situation between you and your ex? What is the current situation between you and your ex? What is the current situation between you and your ex? What is the current situation between you and your ex? Okay, so it looks like the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is somebody who's having a lot of energy where they are saying negatively harsh, very, very mean things to you. They don't care about your feelings or emotions. They're just saying whatever comes to their mind, and they really, really, really want to hurt you, and that's their main goal here. And so the Knight of Swords energy can also represent a person, somebody that's like, mid-20s, 25 to late 30s, not late 30s, to like early 30s, like kind of in that range, and so I say he, but it could be from anybody. They just really want to say negative things, or it could also be a person, so keep that in mind. What else is the current situation between you and your ex? What else is the current situation between you and your ex? What else is the current situation between you and your ex? Ooh, okay. Something is being said that's really mean and harsh, but at the same time, the Lover's card came up, and this is the main central theme. So you guys may be mad at each other and fighting with each other, but you have like a connection that you guys really can't really explain, and it's like a really strong connection as well. And so basically, my hair. So basically, you guys are kind of connecting to each other, and it's a really, really strong connection. And that's good. Okay, that's interesting. What else is the current situation between you and your ex? What else is the current situation between you and your ex? What else is the current situation between you and your ex? Okay, so the Chariot basically means that somebody is moving towards you. When it could be long-term commitment. They're moving towards you, and or their long-term commitment. I said long-term, yeah, long-term commitment. It could also represent, somebody's charging towards you, something along those lines. So they're saying harsh things, but there's the Lover's card, so there's a connection that you really can't explain. But at the same time, somebody may be moving towards you, long-term, a long-distance relationship, and it's stuff like that. So something is moving towards you. I was struggling with that card for a second. I don't even know why. Okay, so blockages between you and your ex. What are the blockages between you and your ex? What are the blockages between you and your ex? This seems like happiness is a blockage between you and your ex. Even though the Sun card's here, I may remind you that things will work out in the end. Maybe not currently right now, but whenever the Sun card's here, it will be in the betterment of the reading. So anyways, the Sun card is here, and so you guys are having some divine issues. This happiness is in here. That means it seems to be a blockage, basically. What else is a blockage between you and your ex? What else is a blockage between you and your ex? What else is a blockage between you and your ex? Okay, so this is the main central theme here. It looks like wish fulfillment is a blockage. Emotional wish fulfillment is a blockage here. And so happiness and emotional wish fulfillment is causing a blockage and a rift between you two. Okay, so what else is a blockage between you and your ex? What else is a blockage between you and your ex? What else is a blockage between you and your ex? It looks like somebody doesn't want to have emotional, to accept the cup of love, basically. This could be representing you, this could be representing them. Either you or the other person doesn't want to accept the cup of love that is being offered to you. There's other cups of love down here, but the cup of love is not accepted. So coming back to the emotional wish fulfillment that's not being completed, you guys are not happy with one another. You guys are not emotionally fulfilling each other's, wishes, basically. And somebody, you or the other person, is rejecting the cup of love. So it's a blockage between you two. Okay, so how does your ex feel about you? 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 Well, it looks like your ex is feeling really beat up and hurt over the situation maybe that happened between you and the other person in the past, and or maybe current stuff that's happening. They're they feel beat up and hurt overall and burdened by the situation. So that's how they feel about you. How else do they feel about you? 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 Well, it looks like they are feeling like they want a wish and a hope towards you. This is the main central theme. So they feel like you give them wish fulfillment, and you give them an opportunity to be happy. You're giving them some type of happiness. There's a lot of emotional stuff going on, so it's like a lot of basically conflicting emotions, but you do make them happy in a certain aspect, and that's the main central theme. So they're feeling hurt, but at the same time, you make them happy. So what else is, how else do they feel about you? How else do they feel about you? How else do they feel about you? They're having a lot of sleepless nights about you. They're having trouble sleeping at night. They're having a lot of dreams about you. They're thinking about you 24/7, and it's causing them a lot of emotional turmoil and, sleepless nights, obviously. And so that's how they feel about you. How does your ex feel about getting back together with you? How does your ex feel about getting back together with you? How does your ex feel about getting back together with you? How does your ex feel about getting back together with you? So they feel like their hands are tied behind their back, and they don't really, they feel stuck and stagnant in the situation, and they feel like they don't really have much of a choice in anything, and they probably feel like they don't have a lot of, the cards in the ball in their court, basically, and they feel like maybe getting back together with you isn't really their choice. How else do they feel about getting back together with you? How else do they feel about getting back together with you? How else do they feel about getting back together with you? Well, they feel like the Ace of Wands, they have an opportunity of passion, so maybe they want you in the bedroom area and maybe nowhere else. They are like, they're like, hey, what's up? Let me get to the bedroom, let's have a good time there, but I don't know if I want to have anything else, And so that's basically the central theme with them, how they feel about getting back together with you. How else do they feel about getting back together with you? How else do they feel about getting back together with you? How else do they feel about getting back together with you? They feel like they're trying to weigh very heavy options when it comes to long-term commitment. So they're probably thinking this could be you or another person, and or they can be weighing it, saying, do I want to get back together with this person? Am I going to stand up and fight or walk away? Basically, it probably is within this card, and so that's how they feel about you, getting back together with you. So will you guys get back together within this month? So positive yes, negative no, neutral maybe. So will you guys get back together within this month? Will you guys get back together within this month? Will you guys get back together within this month? So the Knight of Wands, I would say, yeah, you're probably going to get back together, but more on a sexual type of level. So the Knight of Wands, he's like a playboy, he's like all about the sexual happiness and, sexual pleasures and stuff like that. So you guys may get back together, but maybe not in the way that you think you may get back together. So just be aware of that overall. Let's get some advice for you. What is some advice? What is some advice? Let's get some advice. Oh gosh. Give me some advice. Okay. I'm trying to have something fall out, but it doesn't look like something's going to fall out, so I'll just take something in a second. Okay, there we go. Criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. So with that being said, it seems like there's a lot of harsh words being said to one another. It seems like there's a lot of fighting going on with one another. Your ex is feeling beat up. I'm sure you're feeling beat up. There's a lot of conflicting feelings. Somebody doesn't want to have the cup of love. So in order to get over this, you need to stop criticizing one another. You stop fighting with one another. Communicate with one another. Talk to one another. Have a more healthy type of relationship with one another, and your relationship will transform into a healthy one, and maybe you guys can get back together on better terms instead of being on bad terms, And when it comes to, the Ace of Wands, opportunity of, sexual stuff, if that's what you're into, you can definitely do that, but just kind of clarify and communicate what you really want within each other and how you guys want to communicate with each other overall. So stop criticizing each other, get along, be nice to one another. And with further ado, thank you so much for liking, commenting, and subscribing. If this does resonate with you, you can always get your personal reading by clicking the link in the description box down below. Thank you so much. Good luck in your endeavors and take care.